Hi everybody, it's me, Miss Laura. So today we're going to make this beautiful dove. And the dove is holding an olive branch. And this is a sign of peace. And I was reading and found out that um, doves, they say, if you see a dove, that means that it's going to bring you joy and happiness and peace. And the olive branch has been used for a very long time. The ancient Romans, when they would have a war and someone was ready to surrender, they would hold up an olive branch as a sign of peace. And so, what I have here is a template of a dove. It's got its body and its two wings and its tail. And I'll be sending this to you guys so you can print it out. And we're going to go ahead and cut that out and glue it to a piece of construction paper. I chose to do light blue. You can choose whatever color you would like. And then I have my multi-colors of tissue paper that we're going to crunch up this time to make our beautiful dove. So I'm going to go ahead and start cutting out my pieces for the dove. This piece is his body and his head together. So there's his body and head. Cut out one of the wings. There's a wing. The smaller of the two wings is the one that's going to be closest to his head, if that helps you when we go to put them together. All right, now we're going to cut out the tail. And now I'm ready to glue them together. Let me get rid of these scrap pieces of paper out of my way. So I'm going to start, I'm going to turn my paper this way so you guys can see. And I'm going to kind of use my sample to help me also. So I'm going to start by putting him kind of in the middle, like so. And then the smaller wing is going to go first, like that. And then the larger wing is going to overlap a little bit, but that is okay because we're going to be putting tissue paper on it. Can you see it like that? So that is how his wings are going to go. And then we'll just attach, the tail is going to go to the pointy side down to the bottom of his body. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that down, and I'll show you guys when I get done. Just need a little glue around the edges. Turn that over. And then I'm going to glue the smaller wing first toward his head. is going to overlap a little bit. Like that. Oh, it's already looking pretty, isn't it? And then the last thing I'm going to do is glue his tail. So there is our dove. It even looks pretty in white, doesn't it? Lots of doves are white, but I thought it would be beautiful to cover them with tissue paper. So I'm going to crunch up my tissue paper and just kind of randomly put the colors all around. No particular rhyme or reason, just make them real pretty and colorful. So I'm going to go ahead and crunch up a few different colors before I start gluing them down. Now I'll go ahead and start gluing some down. And I'm just making my dots. And then we're going to cover the dots up. I'm starting with his body. Let's see how many I need. We don't want to crunch the tissue paper up too much. If we roll it into a tiny little ball, it's going to take us forever. And it won't be as pretty, to be honest. It's going to, we're going to have to use way too many. So there's a lot of reasons why we don't want to make them, ball them up too small. And that way it won't take us all too long to get it done. Crunch up some more papers. Alrighty, let's put some of these on now. I'll show you what he's looking like. I've got his body covered. Oh, that's gonna be pretty, I can tell. So I'll go ahead and start doing his wings. Put my dots of glue on. Too many, don't want to grab two at a time. Takes a little bit of time, but that's fine because it's fun and we enjoy doing it, and it's going to be so pretty when we get done. Trying to scatter the colors a little bit more. I don't want the same colors all piled together. All right, let me show you where we are now. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, I've got a few white spots. I'm gonna go ahead and start working on my tail. I'm starting to get a little low on my tissue papers over here. I probably should cut a few more, but we'll see how far I get. So hopefully I won't have to do that. Oh, I can already tell this is going to be so pretty. And I think I'm going to have just enough papers. Alrighty, let me show you guys. Oh, doesn't that look beautiful? So now I'm gonna add the olive branch, and we're gonna use some yarn. So I've got some green yarn here to represent the olive branch. And I'm just gonna put a line of glue, kind of make it a little bit of a wavy line. And remember, when you glue on yarn, you wanna use a little bit more than what you think you need, because it doesn't always stick that well. So there's like his branch, and I'm gonna create, like I did over here, a couple of loops to look like leaves. And I've got this other piece of green that I'm gonna cut into smaller pieces to make the loops. And then I'm gonna take my glue and just put a few loops around. Another trick with yarn is that you don't want to touch the yarn or the glue too much, or it's not gonna wanna stick, and it's just gonna end up getting all over your fingers. Oh, that is so pretty. I'm very pleased with that. So I hope you enjoyed today's art lesson, and please send me your pictures. I would love to see your artwork. And remember that when you see a dove, that's a sign of peace, or if you see an olive branch, that's also a sign of peace. So have a great day, everybody, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.